Well, welcome back to Game on Hay for what will sadly, in many ways, be our last analysis on the group stages of this World T20 in the UAE. So the final thing to look at was India's response today with the bat. They'd done enough with the ball to restrict Namibia. There weren't too many doubts that they would cruise to victory. But we just look at the card to see how easy in the end it was against Namibia. Just 3 men needed. Rohit Sharma, the only man out, 56 from 37 balls. Playing in his usual fluent style, but a final wicket for Jan Freiling. KL Rahul still at the end, 54 from 36. Surya Kumar Yadav not out, 25. So 136 for 1 with just under 5 overs to spare. So just what they wanted in the end. I mean, yes, of course, it's all irrelevant in terms of semi-finals, qualification, the rest of it, but they just did what they had to do to finish it off.
Yes, the batters did well. It was 15 overs that they chased this target down. The only thing that Namibia's bowling did well was only 1 extra, as compared to India, who gave away 17 extras in their bowling. So I mean, there are some positives still for Namibia.
Do you think that'll be the headline in the Windhoek Times tomorrow morning? Back in Namibia, yes. Namibia beats India on extras. Yes. 1 to 17.
1 to 17.
Yeah.
More discipline.
More discipline.
Yeah.
That's a positive to take away.
Yeah. Actually, what were those extras? 17 extra. You're right. No buys.
That's a good, yeah.
8 leg buys. Yeah, well, they can happen.
8 wides.
8 wides. That's the thing. 8 wides, 1 no ball.
And the only extra for Namibia was 1 leg buy. So
8 वाइड में चौका भी होता है बाई का ना, तो उसमें कंफ्यूजन आ जाती है।
जो भी है
हम बड़ा देख रहे होते थे वाइड पे चौका है, बाई का दे रहा है, वाइड का दे रहा है, कीपर काउंट हो जाता है ना, काउंट होता है,
कीपर पे आ जाता था। तो ओवरऑल केएल राहुल, वो जो एक बॉल शाहीन अफरीदी ने हिलाई, केएल राहुल को भी हिला दिया, पूरी इंडियन बैटिंग लाइनअप को भी हिला दिया। उसके बाद केएल राहुल बड़ा, उसके अलावा हर मैच में बहुत अच्छे लगे।
कुछ प्लेयर ऐसे होते हैं जिनको आप देखना चाहते हैं, कहीं पे भी खेल रहे हो, गली में भी।
सही बात।
केएल राहुल ऐसा प्लेयर है, आईपीएल खेल रहा हो या इंडिया की टीम के लिए खेल रहा हो, स्टाइलिश है, अट्रैक्ट करता है आपको ना। बहुत सारे प्लेयर रन करते हैं, लेकिन ये लगता है कि इसको अट्रैक्ट कर रहा है पब्लिक को, बहुत स्टाइलिश प्लेयर है। तो लेकिन ऐसे लोग जिनके पास स्ट्रोक ज़्यादा होते हैं तो चांस भी ज़्यादा देते हैं आउट होने का, लेकिन ये इनका रिकॉर्ड उठा के देखें, बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त प्लेयर है, ब्यूटीफुल। तो अगर रोहित से मुवाजना करता हूँ स्टाइलिश में या विराट से, तो केएल राहुल
को आप ज़्यादा
अपनी लाइकिंग है शायद ना, कि आप जिस तरह क्रिकेट देखते हो, देखना चाहते हो, या जब खेलते थे मारना चाहते थे शॉट, तो ये इसमें है कि जो मारता है, जैसे सचिन तेंदुलकर, तो सर डेविड गावर साहब, ये ऐसे प्लेयर थे, स्टाइलिश प्लेयर थे, मज़ा आता देखने में। हमारे पाकिस्तान में मोहसिन हसन खान स्टाइलिश प्लेयर थे। तो कुछ लोग ऐसे खेलते हैं जो अट्रैक्ट करते हैं, तो केएल राहुल उनमें से।
मोहम्मद यूसुफ
Mahela Jayawardene.
Mahela Jayawardene
is one who didn't he? No big power.
Arvind De Silva,
Carl Hooper,
Martin Crowe, Carl
Hooper. Didn't do enough, but pretty good timer. How does to get my West Indian mate in?
Anyone else?
No.
Frank Worrell, someone like that?
Brian Lara. And we could go on. We could go on.
I mean, how far back do you want to go?
No, I'm not going to go that far back.
Okay, all right, okay. But no, I think we're agreed. He is a very, very stylish and lovely to watch batsman.
Agreed. And then
that's twice we've agreed tonight. That's brilliant.
That's brilliant. Yeah. And that's why I think now we can wrap up a little early.
no, it's still so much to go.
Okay. Let's go and see Rohit Sharma also. Azhar bhai, आप थोड़ी सी बात करें रोहित शर्मा की भी obviously अपनी एक क्लास है.
Definitely रोहित शर्मा की definitely क्लास है और मुझे जाहिर सी बात है जैसे राशिद भाई ने कहा मुझे विराट कोहली से ज़्यादा ये प्लेयर जो है ना वो पसंद है because के सब लोग कहते हैं कि इसके पास टाइम है. अभी मैं इसका इंटरव्यू सुन रहा था कि फास्ट बॉलर को जो पुल ये करता है इतनी अच्छी पुल करता है. उस दिन हमने देखा कि एक मैच में यहाँ पे जो बॉल होता है उस पर थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम है लेकिन ओवरऑल जो ना I really like this guy, you know, as a batsman. One of the best wide ball player in the world.
These are guys you pay. I'll pay to the 10 star to not watch.
Wow.
You know, just class at its best.
Yeah. Out of interest, having said that, if you had to choose one from KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, who we sadly didn't see today. Which one would you...
Well, you put me on the spot.
I don't want to that's the fun of it.
One, man.
I know that.
One out of the three?
1 out of 3.
In what category you like me? Stylish?
Well, that's it.
Or what? Let me hear.
While you're thinking about this... No, seriously. Okay, no, just in T20. Okay, as we're watching T20...
He's got to be... Say no more. Rohit Sharma.
Okay, there you are.
And David, yours?
Hang on.
And yours from these three?
KL.
Yeah.
Just for the style. I mean,
Yes, child.
yeah.
No votes
Yeah,
for Virat Kohli.
Well, I mean,
for
it's one of those questions.
Sharma.
The easy answer is I'd like to see all 3, but we
The
are making
reason
it
is-
harder.
I can give you the answer.
Yeah,
Sharma
yeah,
in one-day cricket,
yeah.
Kohli Test match cricket,
Yeah.
Rahul T20 cricket.
Hey, good one. Aaqib.
I think Sharma
That's a good breakdown.
is more effective when it's come to results, end results. When he score runs, and because he's a number 1 player, batted number 1, when he scored, India 90% won. When Virat scores, this is the study they had in RCB. RCB never won.
But
Especially in the first innings.
first
not
inning,
in the
but chasing
he's
Virat
really good.
Kohli's
But
record
most
is
of the
very-
time,
Virat
most of the
Kohli's
time.
record is really good. Chasing.
most of the time, the team doesn't won. Same thing goes to Indian.
No, in
T20.
IPL, Aaqib bhai, in IPL,
इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में विराट ने जब टॉप स्कोरर रहा है 52 टाइम्स इंडिया हारा है
नहीं, मैं chasing की बात, chase की बात कर
Chase
रहा
हो
हूँ.
या-
Cheer your
Chase-
Ocho, majority. We're talking about majority.
No, his performances as a chasing down the score, I think he's one of the
देखो
best.
फर्स्ट इनिंग में रोहित शर्मा अच्छा है, सेकंड इनिंग में विराट अच्छा है, फ्रेंचाइज में केएल राहुल अच्छा है.
बात खत्म हो
Three
गई.
good.
क्या हो गया? Very good.
First innings, it's Rohit
When
Sharma.
I said Rohit Sharma,
Yeah, you
I'm
mentioned-
thinking about white ball cricket.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
that's right. That's okay.
yes,
That's
yeah.
why we gave you that.
Yeah.
we gave you that.
Sir, be on the same page there.
Yeah?
Be on the same
right.
page.
We're allowed to broaden it. I'll tell you one thing, actually. I shouldn't really say it. I actually enjoyed him getting his 100 in England this year in the Test match, because just feeling for him as a player at the highest level, where he's done lots of very good things in India, and he had this sort of thing about not having scored the 100 in England. And so I was actually quite pleased for him on that alone.
Talking about Rohit
Rohit
Sharma,
Sharma, yeah.
that was his first overseas 100
Yes, yeah.
anyway
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Test match cricket.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Is he? By the way, is he likely to captain this T20 side? Do we think next year? Because obviously Virat is standing down. So
Sharma.
Rohit is
better captain.
Yeah.
better
He's a better
captain.
captain.
Mumbai
That
Indians.
I
and-
agree.
yeah.
If you did listen to Virat,
Hmm.
Virat in his interview, he did
Yeah.
mention
Sharma.
Rohit Sharma.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he could be sending a message to the individuals who do the selecting, but he did pump him up big time.
Well, I mean, it's the king is dead, long live the king. Because if Virat is retiring from the role, his influence, I guess, well, if they'll listen to him, but it'll be Rahul Dravid as the new coach, who will make those, or be the most important man in making those decisions. But it's a pointer, you're right. And he's got experience. He knows what he's doing. As you say, Rashid, he is a good T20 captain. Anyway, that's all going to be decided in the next year or so before we. It'll be a couple of weeks, then it'll be into the next World T20. We'll see what happens. Well, okay, that wraps up the game, the final game of the group stages, which leads us towards the semi-finals, which start in 2 days' time. And we will talk, obviously, at some length, no doubt, before both games. So we'll have time in a couple of days' time to really get stuck into these semis. But it's a sort of general feeling about how they might go. Well, we've had a couple of days to think about who's in them and how they might go. Let's start from the eminent left wing, Rashid.
इसमें सेमीफाइनल जो हो रहा है पाकिस्तान का, तो वो 11 को है मेरे ख्याल से ना. 11 को पहला मैच है इंग्लैंड और न्यूजीलैंड. दोनों टीमें इक्वल हैं, लेकिन न्यूजीलैंड को थोड़ा सा स्लाइटली सा एज हासिल है. डिसिप्लिन टीम है और बहुत ज़्यादा जो मैच के अंदर कैलकुलेशन बहुत अच्छी, उनके कैप्टन की, उनकी मैनेजमेंट की कैलकुलेशन बहुत ही अच्छी है. लगता नहीं है ये टीम जीत जाएगी, लेकिन बड़े आराम से आप टेस्ट चैंपियनशिप देख लें या लास्ट प्रीवियस वर्ल्ड कप देख लें 19 का, और अभी भी देख लें, क्रूज करती है आराम से, तो इस टीम को डेंजरस आप कह सकते हैं कि ये किसी टीम को भी हरा सकती
हरा
है,
सकती है।
स्पेशली इंग्लैंड को। और सेकंड सेमीफाइनल पाकिस्तान, जाहिर सी बात है कि अपना मुल्क है, हॉट फेवरेट पाकिस्तान ही है फाइनल खेलने के लिए।
So New Zealand is a very well disciplined team. They planned really well, so he's going for New Zealand and of course Pakistan because they are in red hot form and it's our own country.
Okay, I'll ignore him. Azhar?
I'll keep the votes. I'll keep writing the votes. I won't let
Azhar,
anyone.
better luck
be
with your
ignored.
judgment.
You know my judgment. You know, I'll go with England. You know, like, yeah.
Why is that? Why is that? Give us your reasons also.
मैं बाहर बोल रहा था कि ना न्यूजीलैंड
England.
इतना तो वक्त बनता है.
दो passport.
Okay.
No, because England is the number one side, to be honest. You know, like they have all the resources and they got really powerful players. Yes, New Zealand, if you talking about Test Championship, yes, I would say, you know, New Zealand, you know, in a longer format, yes, definitely, you know, they might have an edge on that. But in T20 format, the firepower England has, I think England is a hot favorite for
Okay,
me.
fair enough.
And the
You're taking the minutes of this
Yeah,
meeting.
yeah,
You've
yeah.
got this
I've
registered.
got this.
And
Who's
then you
next?
don't ask me the second
I am
one.
next.
So
Okay.
I'm biased.
And about Pakistan and
No,
Australia.
don't ask me.
Okay.
No, don't ask me that.
So for me also, I will be going for New Zealand because I think the couple of blows that England have got through injury are going to take two very important players from that 11. Of course, they have got a very good strength, but those people will have to come in a knockout stage. So for that reason, because both the teams are very well balanced, they have good players on both sides. But for a better gelled unit, I would go for New Zealand, and the other one is Pakistan.
Right.
Okay.
Who's next? I'm going to go last. Vivi.
David, I really appreciated working with you.
But I can see a
you've been
but this
you've been a
big.
good you've been a good guy, and but my gut feeling tells me New Zealand is going to get it done, and for sure I'm going to be putting on my green shirt. I just believe that Pakistan is going to be Pakistan time, New
Okay.
Zealand and Pakistan time,
Aaqib.
and in the semi-final.
I mean, look, I'm not going to bring my gut feeling into it. I will judge them on their performance and the options they have, they've been doing from last 1 year, 6 months, 2 months during this tournament. I think England have played really good cricket in this competition and from last 1 year or 2 years. I think the captain is, if you probably pick one, he is the best captain in T20. Kane Williamson, yes, he's a great captain, but Morgan is more, has edge in T20 captaining, white ball. And the second, Pakistan or Australia, Pakistan need to improve their approach. They need to be a bit aggressive in first 10 overs. Otherwise, they have the bowling side. They won't allow you to score 12 runs an over in last 5 overs. Because we've been scoring 70 plus in last 5 overs. So it shouldn't be more than 50 when it's come to last overs, 5 overs. So that is the only thing they need to adjust. Otherwise, Pakistan spin bowling against Australian batsmen, big advantage.
Yeah.
Pace, spin bowling. Pakistani bowling is better. But slightly that first 6, 9, 15, they need to manage. 20 runs, they need to score earlier than waiting for the last 5 overs.
So you're going for Australia or Pakistan?
Definitely Pakistan.
तो इतनी देर क्यों बोल रहे थे?
अच्छा हुआ कि आप पिछले 6 महीने पे नहीं गए, आपने इस टूर्नामेंट पे गए.
Because if I go back,
6
if I
months back.
take Pakistan team, I can't take even
6 months, 3 months.
even a week because this team was different.
Yeah.
So me.
It's your turn.
Okay, well, obviously we have to preface any predictions by saying anything can happen in semi-finals, in knockout games. I think they'll all be close. I think they're four very good teams. And I know exactly where my bread is buttered. So obviously rest assured I'll be wearing my England strip when they play. And I will also be backing Pakistan when they play as well.
Australia.
Well done, sir.
Well done. Well done.
The two guys with the British passport.
I think they should sit together.
I kind of earned it.
Yes, for sure.
I'm saying Azhar hasn't. but-
You're saying that you didn't?
No, I'm not saying that. Anyway,
Married the right woman.
well, that I have to say is a completely different show. So look, okay, let's leave it there for now. Sana, do you want to just remind us where and when these semi-finals are, please?
Yes, of course. The first semi-final, England versus New Zealand. ये शेख ज़ैद क्रिकेट स्टेडियम अबू धाबी में होगा. वेंसडे 10 तारीख को शाम को 7 बजे पहला सेमीफाइनल खेला जाएगा. कल का एक दिन ऑफ है जो कि सारे यहाँ पे बहुत खुश नज़र आ रहे हैं. और दूसरा जो सेमीफाइनल है वो पाकिस्तान और ऑस्ट्रेलिया के दरमियान है. ये तो मुझे लगता है पाकिस्तानी ऑडियंस को तो याद है बिल्कुल 100%. पर लाइव दुबई से आप देख सकेंगे 11 तारीख को शाम 7 बजे.
Okay, right, well done. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much again. We'll take the day off tomorrow, but we'll be back for those semi-finals starting in 2 days' time. Thank you for watching. This has been Game On!
We're your